Alright, what is up, clones? It's me, Civic151, and we are back with yet again another video. And for this one, we are actually going to be building it's our first team builder video, or a team building guide to a competitive Pheromosa Ubers. As you know, Pheromosa has been boosted to Ubers. It does say OU right here, but that's because, whatever it's called has not, Pokemon Shadow has not updated yet with Ubers, so with that we can actually make a team building video on Pheromosa and Ubers, and it's really interesting because Pheromosa and Ubers is going to be very interesting because there's a lot of things you want to counter, like Stealth Rocks. You know, there's a lot of things, Stealth Rocks is going to do a lot of damage to it that, obviously the first thing we're going to want to do is work on our Pheromosa. Now, Focus Sash is really good for the first move I'm actually going to put down on it. And that would be Quiver Dance because it learns to pretty much easily just get a heart scale. Unless it already knows that. I don't know, I never caught one, I just got mine for trade. And EV trained it from there, but Quiver Dance is obviously a really good move because if you make it special, oh my gosh, my throat. If you make it special, then you can get that Quiver Dance going on, and you're going to have boosted special defense, speed, and special attack. And with its speed already being as high as it is, you're not really going to need much else to that. Obviously, Beast Boost is going to come in handy. Now, I do like Bug Buzz, but I would like to look at its other options. We are making a special one, so we're going to look at the special moves it actually gets. Echo Voice. My dog is literally scratching on my door, so Bug Buzz is obviously a move I kind of want to look at because this special is pretty good. And it has 4 weaknesses. It is weak to Psychic, Fire, Fairy, and what is the 4th one? Hold on, because I know Fire, Psychic, Fairy, and Flying, so Blizzard is actually a pretty good move because that counters Flying. And then, but there's also the issue of Fire, Fairy, and Psychic, so could actually look at its 10 powers and think what counters that. To be fair, I don't even think you're going to keep it in on a fire type. I think it'd have an easier, yeah, we already have that Psychic counter. We really just need that Fairy and Fire. That's things get interesting. We have Flying and Psychic right there. When it comes to Fairy, Hidden Power Poison I think wouldn't be that bad, honestly. I mean, you have that stab going on. I personally run it because, you get rid of that Fairy. Then your only real problem would be Fire. And even then, you could probably get some good damage off to get Quiver Dance off Hidden Power Poison. Now the EVs are going to be pretty simple. We're going for that 252. Now I actually kind of want to... I'm not sure if I really want 252 though. Because... I mean, 252 could be good, but... I mean, look at it this way. You got Beast Boost. Its speed's already amazing enough. I mean, special attack boost would be where it's at, but I mean, the Quiver Dance already getting good damage off. Hold up. Let me do something right here. Because I kind of want to get that. Yeah, so Modest Nature would be good because you're already getting a good amount of speed to where you outspeed pretty much almost anything. But the only things that you're really going to have to worry about are the Ox's speed. But if you have your Sash up, you can pretty much knock that out. And life's going to be good. And I guess the extra 4 will go into HP. We just some filler there. But yeah, when you get up to 252 and Modest, you are going to have the better. So you're going to be getting Beast Boost, and Special Attack. That's pretty much good. Now we have to think about Stealth Rocks, because now we have to look outside of the Pheromosa that Stealth Rocks is going to be a problem. And when it comes to kind of that, I've kind of looked at Primal Groudon, because you have to remember, this is Ubers. Anything other than Mega Rayquaza is possible. But I also kind of want something that can be good physically defensive. And that's why I've kind of thought about Donphan. Hold on, let me look at his stats. Yeah, because this could be pretty much your physical bulk. If we get an item like... This leftovers would work out. I also kind of want an air balloon though, but then again, ground isn't super effective against ground anymore. And pretty much the main purpose for Donphan, I actually kind of want to give a Rocky helmet, but at the same time, there's like so many good things you could do. You could do air balloon. Personally though, yeah, they're not going to be going for physical attack, so I think we just go for the leftovers. Sturdy. And then automatically 2 moves I want would be Rapid Spin to get rid of Stealth Rocks in your field, because you don't want that Focus Sash is going to be really important on Pheromosa. And Stealth Rocks on the field is going to cause major trouble. But then, get off your own Stealth Rocks. And that's where things really come into play. Now, we're actually going to... I'm considering Gyro Ball, because if you really want to play strats, you could give it that Gyro Ball and then Earthquake for stab. Make a nature that... I don't think it has... No, its base speed's terrible, so if you give it like a plus defense minus speed, lax nature... No, wait, no, that's not speed, that's not speed. Relax nature. 0 IVs in speed, yep. Give it 252 HP, 252 defense, 4 HP, like nothing's hitting you, and that's pretty much your defensive tank. That you're gonna want a physical and a special tank to take on that for that Pheromosa. Because you're not gonna be able to one-shot everything, even with the Quiver Dance. I mean, physical tanks aren't gonna take it, but the point is you might want something physical on this team. And even though Donphan's like lower tier, isn't it like UU normally? I think this really works out because even that Gyro Ball is going to be doing damage if you can even get it off. The main point of it is to be Rapid Spin and Stealth Rocks. So now we have to look at this team and think of weaknesses. I mean, I really don't pretty much... We need a special tank. Special tank is where we at. And that's where Amoonguss could come in. But Amoonguss adds that psychic weakness. But I mean, we could probably find some sort of counter for that. This team don't be able to learning experience here. We're actually going to try this. Hold up. I want to try this out, see how it works. I'll probably make a showdown video actually using the teams I make. If I explore, then I'm obviously going to give it the normal set. Spore. Synthesis. I like to run Clear Smog because it eliminates target stat changes if they get them. And then Giga Drain for that extra damage. Because Giga Drain actually does pretty good on this. Then we give it... This is kind of just a speedy filler part, but I mean, this could be a really good special tank if you use it right. And then we'll give it Calm Nature, and yeah, that's pretty much your special tank right there. Yeah, I think this actually really works, because, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much your special tank, because even though we can find a way to counter that psychic weakness, that we already have the Quiver Dance Bug Buzz, but I think we'll most likely add a dark type to this thing later on. So a dark type would not be bad, but just looking at Moongus right now, you get that black sludge off. 250, 250, so we pretty much have our physical tank, special tank, and then we have Pheromosa itself. Its team's based around. So let's look at other options. Gurney original. That thing's actually in the game. It's kind of funny. Now let's look. And one thing I noticed is that our team does not have a physical attacker, and that's where I'm kind of looking at Weavile. Let's look at Weavile for a second. But Weavile adds ground weakness, so Weavile's an option, but it's not like it's not viable. It's not perfect. We can find something. Another physical bug, though. Ooh, this is where things get tough. Crawdon? Ooh, but its stats are kind of low. Trying to think if there's any other, like, dark type. Ooh, Incineroar. Ground weakness, oh no. This is only where things can get a little bit tricky. I think for now, we're gonna go with that Weavile. Unless we want to go with Scizor, got the fire weakness on our team. We're actually gonna try a Weavile and see how it works out. I think we could most likely go Life Orb wouldn't be that bad. Pressure. Then let's see what moves it gets. Gets Ice Punch. Knock off for stab. Poison Jab. Trying to think, does it have any weaknesses that could be good for? Oh no. Sweetness is risky with that Life Orb. We could go Brick Break, counter other ice types. We could counter for other dark types too. And then Fake Out. And we obviously want the trick too. And then we'll go with that. We'll go with Jolly. So that's pretty much for that. Obviously, if you're running this, you don't need any special attack. Whoa, we're playing Hackmons up here. Oh, for those of you who don't think EV training is important. Yeah. Look at that change and tell me EV training is not important. Look at that shine. Nah. Alright, so now we have to think about weaknesses, because we have 3 weak to ground, and we have 3 weak to fire. Thunderous, though. That counters ground and fire. So there are options, though. Because we are playing in Ubers. And if we truly want to, we could use something here. This Landorus is in Ubers. Zygarde we're not going to want. I'm personally liking this one. But what's making him so different? Isn't like this other one faster? Whatever reason, this other one's an OU. Where is it? No, this one's actually slower. I think I'm gonna go for the other one. Just normal Landers. Because we need that Ubers. What does this thing even look as a shiny? It looks very good, but we're not gonna get shiny. Now I have to think about moves. What are its... Let's look at its... see what we can do with it. This thing's looking to be just a normal physical attacker. Which I already have 2 of, but I mean... not the worst thing to have. You most likely will be able to get that Swords Dance going on. We need that U-turn. We're actually going to have to try this team out in battle some, because I don't know how well it's going to work out, because we have our physical tanks, but it has weaknesses at the wazoos. That's why Landorus here, it's kind of like that counter that we do want that Earthquake. Because that counters both ground and fire right there. Brick Break for what though? Because we could also run Outrage. Do we have a counter for dragons? Yeah, we do. We have Weavile. Not worth the risk. I'm liking Rock Slide though. Then I'm kind of seeing a 252. And then Jolly. So now we have... That's pretty much that, but now we have to think about 6 options. So what are we still weak against? We do still have 3 weak to ice. I'm thinking a fire type to counter our ice weakness. The question is what, because we could run many things right now. We don't have a Mega. We don't have a Mega. And we could go Charizard Y. I'm honestly really liking that idea though. Because look at this thing. This pretty much counters our... Yeah, this is pretty much like our extra fire weakness. We just have 3 weak to fire. What about a water type though? Will water add any weakness to us? It actually won't. Could we not run Charizard though? Hold up. Delete. What if we ran Greninja? Our team's somewhat frail though. Think about it. What if we ran Blastoise? we ran Mega Blastoise? That pretty much counters our main fire. We have fire counters, but I'm thinking maybe Blastoise? Blastoise would not be that bad of an idea. Go for that rain ditch afterwards, and then we can obviously get our Aura Sphere, Dark Pulse. Oh, my thing's almost dead. Water Pulse should be up there. I didn't know you learned Dynamic Punch. Win the world's Water Pulse. Here we go. Now we can go for that. Defense. Because our special defense tank. No, wait. Natural Bolton's Fish Fence. What? What is it? What? That makes no sense, but alright. Hello, what are you doing? Let's do that again. Alright, that's weird, but... And then for our nature, might just go bold on that one. So I'm not sure how well this team's going to work out in battle. We are going to try it out in another video though. It's kind of not my best team, but I mean, we have Pheromosa obviously. Get that setup going on. You have Donphan. Got the Stealth Rocks, Rapid Spin, if it really needs to. It is a defensive tank. Defensive moves won't be doing anything to it. Moon gets our main special tank, Black Sludge, Spore, Synthesis, Clear Smog, Giga Drain, Clear Smog to get rid of any stat changes made by the opponent that are, well, bad against us. Weave out that Life Orb, Fake Out, Brick Break, Knock Off, Ice Punch. Pretty much our main counter for Psychic types that want to get in our way. Landorus is for those ground types. The ground and fire that for our team, and Blastoise is pretty much extra. So you could count like these main two as filler. This one not as much, but like Donphan and Mugus are kind of the big ones. We're gonna try this team out in another battle in another video because my thing is almost dead, so I'm not gonna do that video just yet, but I really hope y'all enjoyed, and we are actually gonna try this thing out in a match at some point. So I hope to see y'all next time, and Music51 is signing out, and stay awesome, clones. Whoa.